this is the extremely cool looking, officially licensed Porsche Mission R wheel from MOZA Racing. I've used a fair different racing wheels in my sim rig over the years, but nothing quite like this one. When this wheel was first announced, I thought to myself, I need to get my hands on this at some point. And well, as you can see, today is that day. Plus, with all the hype with the recent launch of Forza Horizon 6, now is the perfect time to check it out. So in this video, we're going to be taking a close look at the wheel, from the design and features to the way that it feels when racing. And to be clear, this video isn't paid or sponsored. MOZA did send me the wheel to check out, but they had no input into the review and have not seen this video beforehand. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more tech and racing content, and if you have any questions, then drop them in the comments. Let's do this. So before we get into the wheel itself, let's take a look at the packaging and get it unboxed. We get this nice Porsche and MOZA branded outer sleeve, and when removed, underneath is a sleek looking black box with the MOZA and Porsche logos. The box opens up to reveal the wheel nicely presented inside, giving the feeling that this is a special wheel. Taking a look at the design of the wheel itself, you can't help but say that this looks absolutely fantastic. It's actually a near identical design to the real Mission R wheel, and was created using the original CAD designs provided by Porsche to make this as accurate and as authentic as possible. The frame of the wheel is made from a CNC machined aerospace grade aluminium alloy structure for rigidity and durability, and it gives the wheel a more weighty and premium feel. The grips on either side are made from a faux suede material designed to look and feel like a real racing wheel and help provide that extra level of grip when racing. The faceplate is made from a 300R curved high-strength tempered glass material, which again adds to that premium feel and look, and this houses a 5.4-inch flexible OLED display. You'll definitely need to watch out for fingerprints on here, but we'll get onto that later. On the back, we also have dual aluminium shift paddles with Hall sensors for that extra precise control. I've got to say, without doubt, this is one of the coolest looking wheels I've ever seen, let alone used. And it certainly feels like the most premium in both materials and design. For the buttons and controls, we have 4 short travel backlit buttons built into the tempered glass faceplate, 4 short travel floating buttons, 2 aluminium thumb wheels and 2 rotary encoders, 2 thumb buttons on the front of the grips, 2 more buttons on the rear of the grips, and then of course we also have the paddles as well, with 2 magnetic shift paddles and 2 spring-loaded clutch paddles. All of the controls are nice and easy to reach when holding the wheel, apart from the center rotary encoders, which are a bit more of a stretch and may require you to take a hand off the wheel to use. The only thing I don't really like is the fact that the buttons are made of plastic, and on a wheel where everything else feels so high-end and premium, the buttons just feel like they're a bit of a mismatch. It's not something that's going to ruin my experience of the wheel, but it's a disappointment nonetheless. For the screen, as mentioned, this is a 5.4-inch OLED display which has a 720p resolution and a 60Hz refresh rate, and video really doesn't do it justice for just how good this screen actually looks. The tempered glass faceplate gives it this lovely glossy finish, adding to that premium look and feel, and it's also touchscreen, so you can quickly and easily switch between different dashboard designs depending on the vibe you want to go for. I personally prefer to use the actual Mission R dashboard, which has this mega clean futuristic look. Just be aware, as I briefly mentioned, the screen is extremely prone to fingertips, so if you're using the touchscreen, make sure to clean it afterwards. It does also work with racing gloves on too if you have any, and of course this avoids the fingerprint problem. The wheel also has a 1.3 GHz quad-core processor built in, which delivers near zero latency real-time telemetry feedback on screen, great for that sense of immersion when racing. In terms of compatibility, we have MOZA's quick release, which will work on any of their range of wheelbases. This one I'm using is the R21 Ultra, but any MOZA wheelbase will work, and you can also hook it up to third-party wheelbases as well using MOZA's Universal Hub Kit. There's a port on the underside of the wheel for connecting it directly to your PC so that you can still use it with the Pit House software to play with settings and customization. Of course, we also have to talk about the price. And as you would expect, it doesn't come cheap, with a price tag of £1,299 or $1,299. To put that into perspective, my next most expensive wheel is the Vision GS at $699. So quite a leap, but we'll see if it's worth it. But now it's time to get down to business and check out how this wheel actually is to use in my racing sim. The first thing you notice is that due to the design, the wheel does stick out significantly further than any of their other wheels, so you will have to adjust your seating position to compensate for that. As mentioned, I'm using the R21 Ultra wheelbase for this, which is super smooth and perfect for testing this wheel. For realism, I was going to test this wheel by driving the Porsche Mission R in game, but in all honesty, it's not actually the most suitable car. The main reason being that you never have to change gear, so how am I going to test out the paddles if I never have to use them? So instead I decided to jump in a few other cars to give it a go, and boy am I glad that I did. I'm just going to come out and say it, this is a really fun wheel for racing. The grips are really comfortable to use, they're perfectly shaped and sit in the hands in a way that even with 21 Newton meters of torque going through the system, it's still comfy and easy to hold on for extra control. The faux suede gives a great level of grip, especially when you pair it with some racing gloves, and gives an extremely realistic feel of what it's like to actually be a racing driver. The paddles feel really smooth to use, which to be fair is something that MOZA does really well on a lot of their wheels. The magnetic shift paddles don't feel clunky or sticky. They've got a lovely response when shifting through the gears that feels really satisfying. And the same quality can be said for the clutch paddles too. They have a buttery smooth feeling throughout and give that same premium quality feel that you would come to hope and expect from a wheel like this. You can set the control mapping for the buttons up however you'd like to tailor it to your perfect driving experience, but one thing this wheel does lack from a control perspective is any kind of directional buttons or joysticks like we see on many other wheels. And that does make it a little bit more difficult for things like looking around on track to see where the other cars are, making it trickier for overtaking and defending. And it also means navigating menus is much harder too, and I just resort to using my mouse and keyboard to do that instead. I do like that pretty much all of the controls are easily reachable without taking your hands off the wheel. Only really the rotary encoders are exceptions, although you're not really going to be using those mid-corner, so it's not an issue. The screen though is one of my absolute favorite parts about using this wheel. The display is so big and bright that all the data you need is displayed nicely and it's really easy to read. And especially when using this particular dashboard, you really get this futuristic vibe, and when you're blasting along in a really fast car, you almost feel like you're in some kind of spaceship. It also, and this is probably just a personal thing, but it feels like it fits so well with the curved monitor that I'm using and the curved screen on the wheel. I don't know, I might just be having some kind of OCD moment, but for me, it just looks and feels really satisfying. I wanted to try the wheel in a few different games to see how it felt, starting with the brand new Forza Horizon 6 because I've just been obsessed with it recently. And it works great. I know this is an open world arcade racing game, so it's not overly realistic in terms of how the cars drive and respond, but still very fun nonetheless. I also jumped in to play some Forza Motorsport, firstly to give the Porsche Mission R a go, and then to jump in some more fun cars, and again, I really enjoyed using the wheel. It felt great in terms of realism and quality, and was all round really good fun. It's great for me that the wheel is smooth in all of the titles that I'm going to be playing. Now, as I said, you can also customize the wheel in MOZA's Pit House software as well. At the time of recording this, I am personally limited with some of the things that I can do on here because for some reason I couldn't get the dashboard to activate within the software, but I'm still able to do enough to give me the experience I want. You can customize settings like the clutch bite point or switch between different modes such as dual clutch, play with the calibration of the wheel, customize the backlight colors for the buttons, and also play around with and customize the dashboard as well. For example, out of the box this was set to measure kilometers per hour, but I changed that to miles per hour instead because I'm English. So overall then, is the MOZA Porsche Mission R racing wheel worth picking up? Well, budget wise, if you're on the lower end, then I would say no. This wheel is going to set you back a lot and eat a big chunk of your budget that you could probably spend elsewhere on, say, a better wheelbase or monitor. But if you have the funds, then hell yeah it is. This wheel is the kind of thing that you want if you're really looking to show off a high-end sim rig. It's more of a showpiece than anything. It lacks in functionality in some areas compared to other wheels with the lack of joystick and directional buttons, but if you're looking for a pure, high-quality, realistic racing experience, then this wheel absolutely gives you that. It's without doubt one of, if not the best looking sim racing wheels money can buy. It has the best display I've ever seen on a wheel like this. The grips and paddles are damn near perfect in my opinion, and the overall experience of using it is fantastic. MOZA have done a great job with it. So it might have its drawbacks, but I would certainly say to sim enthusiasts that this wheel is well worth picking up. As always, I'm interested in your guys' opinions, so feel free to let me know any thoughts or questions you have on the wheel or sim racing in general in the comments. Oh, by the way, just quickly for those wondering about those new top-down shots that you've seen in the video, which you've never seen in any of my videos before, since my recent room tour, I've actually installed this pole above the sim for mounting cameras and lighting, and I think it works really well, but let me know what you guys think of the new angle. If you enjoyed today's video, then make sure to drop a like, and don't forget to subscribe if you're not already for plenty more content like this. I'll be back with another video next week, so I'll see you guys there. Have a fantastic week. See you later.